The Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) has projected a revenue of 1.279 trillion for the 2025 fiscal year, marking a 40% increase over the 865 billion naira projected for 2024, which the agency also surpassed. These revenue projections and general budget proposals were presented separately to the Senate and House of Representatives Committees on Marine Transport by NPA Managing Director Dr. Abubakar Dantosho on Monday. In his presentation, Dr. Dantosho highlighted that the NPA remitted 400 billion naira to the Consolidated Revenue Fund (CRF) in 2024, nearly doubling the amount remitted in 2023. He explained that the anticipated revenue growth for 2025 is based on several key assumptions and developments, including modernization efforts and increased maritime activity.
In 2025, we are projecting or proposing a revenue of 1,279 billion. This is about 40% more than the 2024 actual of 894 billion. The details of the revenue sources are as written below. So on the cargo side, we are expecting we'll raise or realize 413 billion. On the ship side, we are hoping to realize 544 billion. On the concession side, we are hoping to realize 249 billion. On admin revenue, we are hoping to realize 73 billion. So in total is 1,279,894,610,343.
Senator Wasiu Eshiloko, chairman of the committee, urged the NPA to enhance its performance, upgrade port infrastructure, and play a more significant role in addressing Nigeria's revenue shortfall and unemployment issues. He emphasized that ports remain a vital pillar of Nigeria's economy and called on the agency to meet rising expectations despite operational challenges.
As we look at 2025 IGR budget proposal, we expect clear strategies on how NPA intends to enhance its revenue generation capacity, reduce leakages, and modernize port operations through digitalization, improve security, and infrastructural upgrade. The expectations are even higher, considering the federal government drive to increase non-oil revenue and reduce dependence on borrowing. Let me reiterate that this committee will continue to play its oversight role effectively, not as an adversary, but as a part.
Other committee members praised the NPA for consistently exceeding its revenue targets each fiscal year, but encouraged the agency to further boost revenue generation to help the federal government reduce deficit budgeting and reliance on borrowing. Similarly, the Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) has projected a revenue target of 1.28 trillion naira for the 2025 fiscal year, representing 40% increase from the 894.86 billion naira generated in 2024. Managing Director of the NPA, Abubakar Dantosho, reviewed this during the agency's 2025 budget defense before the House of Representatives Committee on Ports and Harbors on Monday. Dantosho said that the 2025 budget is not just a financial plan, but a blueprint for transforming Nigerian ports into efficient, secure, and globally competitive trade hubs. He added that part of the reform plan involves upgrading legacy its systems, improving cybersecurity, and enhancing digital processes across all port operations.
Locally, the competition between even the terminal operators is helping Nigeria in the eastern ports. Because, like you mentioned earlier about the eastern ports, One now is giving NPA more revenue than the other ports in Lagos, apart from Apapa. Because the terminal operators have discovered that if they drop a lot of containers in One, it will be easier for them to take them to Onitsha, to Aba, and then most likely even going to Maiduguri, Makodi, that eastern. That's the eastern corridor. So they have invested, as the last count, APMT, that is MEX. They've invested over $200 million to improve their facilities in One. And then the other company who is also there, the International Container Services Limited, which is the owners of the One multipurpose terminal, have also so far invested over $100 million.
In his remarks, Committee Chairman Honorable Nloli Naji commended NPA's revenue performance, describing parts as the describing ports as the economic heartbeat of every nation. He, however, urged the NPA to represent clear strategies for expanding employment opportunities and meeting Nigeria's economic needs through its 2025 budget. He also cautioned against neglecting older ports in favor of new developments.
It's important in the sense that it's a very strong revenue generation for the country. Especially now, the government is looking for ways of increasing its revenue base. And it's also a strong base in job creation for the country. There is no country that survives without a high performance in their ports. There is no way, because the ports determine how buoyant a country is by virtue of the goods coming in and the goods leaving. It's actually the economic hub of every nation, that is the ports. So we expect, and the country expects you to increase the output